Véronique, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm waking up, Oliver.
We're both waking up. It's bright and early in Paris on a Saturday morning. In front of us, behind you guys at home, there is the Vanves Flea Market. You don't call it a flea market though.
Les puces.
Les
Les
puces.
puces de fleas.
Les-
Les puces de Vanves.
So it's the same. It is.
It is the same translation for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we want to do today is we want to both. Well, me, I've never been here. I want to explore. Véro, you've been here.
Years ago. I haven't been back for a few years.
Okay, so it's a bit of exploring for you as well.
It totally is.
Véro is going to explain a few words. We're going to sort of maybe talk to some people. We're going to explore the wares that are here. And we're going to try and walk from one end to the other.
Yeah, and it's pretty big. It's bigger than I remembered, actually.
Do you think, would you use the word daunting?
A bit daunting.
A bit daunting.
A bit daunting. Lots of people, and it will get crowded too.
Okay, and I think before we turn around the show, and I see people writing comments and saying hello from all over the world, including
Bonjour, bienvenue.
Hawaii even.
Oh, wow.
What
They're
I want,
warmer than we are
I
in
bet
Hawaii.
you. I'm wearing gloves. I never wear gloves.
I'm wearing mittens.
Here's what I think we need to start on before we turn around is when people say flea market in Paris.
Yeah.
Everyone says, yeah, Saint-Ouen.
Yeah. So if you go online and you Google flea markets Paris, 9 articles out of 10 are about, especially in English, are about the Saint-Ouen flea market. It's huge. It's a city outside the city. It's great if you know a few people, especially to find your way around. But Parisians traditionally come here. This is the place where my Parisian friends, when I lived here in the 80s and 90s, this is where they came on the weekends.
Okay.
Because it's more manageable. It's been the same in French we have an expression, dans son jus, in its own juice, which means no frills, untouched.
Everybody repeat.
Yeah.
Dans son jus.
Dans son jus.
Jus.
And so this is what Vanves is. And this early in the morning, we're probably going to see quite a few serious buyers, and a lot of them will be local people.
And are we going to buy anything?
Absolutely. My birthday's coming up. I'm going to be shopping.
I
and you
didn't
have
know.
a little toy.
Yes.
You have toys.
Yes, okay. So we'll turn the camera around and we'll show you guys. The whole point of being live is that you can ask us questions that we will answer. I'll keep an eye on the comments. It'll be hard to scroll with gloves, but I'll be watching. And that way it's interactive. And that's the whole point.
It's the whole point. Exactly.
And one thing I didn't add is I think it's Patreon supporters. Patreon? What do you say?
I have no idea.
No, neither do I.
I call them community members,
that's
my
lovely.
patrons.
So it's community members of both Véro and me at the Earful Tower. So if you're new to either, this will be a good chance to get to know us.
Exactly.
Shall we do it?
Let's go.
I'll turn the camera
On y
around.
va.
Okay.
Alors.
Welcome. Véro has a beautiful smile. Now that'll get you nice and ready for the
it's
day.
the sun. You're so kind. The sun is shining on us.
So we're at the as far sort of to the I guess eastern side of this market as you can get. You can't go any further or you'll be in the park behind us.
Yeah, and the périphérique, the Beltway, is really close by. So this is not a super touristy area or an area where people come unless they have a reason to. It's out of the way.
Like if they're doing a walk show.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's the only flea market that is within the city limits.
Right.
Saint-Ouen is not.
So where do we begin then?
Well, we can just
Straight down this way?
At some stores, yeah.
Okay.
See what they have. So, the 2 T's, treasures or trinkets. We'll see what we find.
Yeah, okay.
Treasures or trinkets. And they have a little bit of everything.
This is so okay. And
I'm
we'll.
looking for jewelry.
You're looking for jewelry?
Yeah,
Well,
for my birthday, I'd
there's
like
some
to.
jewelry.
Yeah, but what I like is Art Deco jewelry from the 1940s. And in the past, I've looked at markets for that kind of stuff, and I'm hoping they'll have some today.
And lots of paintings.
This is very well. I mean, look, it's dated 1903. This painting you just showed of the lady, 1903.
So I think we sort of just walk through and
Yeah.
up that way.
Yes.
And
Yeah, if you follow that street, it's going to take us through the main part of the market.
perfect.
Yeah.
And Véro and I are
pretty
both conscious that sometimes maybe people won't like us filming their wares.
Exactly.
So there is a chance I'll just move on really quickly from somewhere.
Yeah.
And if that does happen,
Bonjour, madame.
if that does happen, guys, you know at home why I'm doing it.
And you'll hear me say bonjour a lot because I've noticed that with vendors when I live stream quite a bit too. It helps a lot when you can't make a contact with them.
I don't know if we're going too fast already. We just sort of feel that we're getting our eye in, really.
Yeah, because I mean we haven't seen any of this. We're discovering it with you.
Look at that beautiful red scooter over there.
Oh, an icon, a Parisian icon.
If anyone new around here, that's the thing I rode around the whole of France.
Yes, you did.
Do you want to lead the way a little bit? I'll follow your lead. Let's follow Véro for a few minutes and see how a French woman explores the market. Yeah, okay, go on then. Let's see what she looks for and what she finds.
Lots of silverware here.
Okay. So when it says
These are knife rests. You know, on an elegant table, you always want some knife rests. So this person has a lot. This vendor has a really, really nice knife rests. These are all silver. Probably.
How did you know they were knife rests?
Because I have some, and my favorites are the dog ones right there. You see the sausage dog ones?
Yeah, they're cool. What, so the knife sits like flat on it?
So it doesn't get your tablecloth dirty between courses. So if you're a well-behaved guest, you will put your knife back on a knife rest.
Véro knows what's going on. So guys, I've just been glancing at your comments from now on so far while I get my eye in.
Really nice silverware.
But I'll be reading through them
Pictures.
properly.
And you can tell they've been really polished. I mean, they've worked hard on these. Very pretty. Of course, there are no prices, no labels.
Except there were some prices here.
Okay, so this is an exception.
But why were
Usually,
you saying that there's no prices? Because usually they don't want.
Well, and they expect you to what's the word? To negotiate.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Marchander in French. It's expected at a flea market.
So maybe you can teach us all how to do that. What's
So
the
today
trick?
we are chineur. Chineur. Chiner means to look for deals at a market. So les chineurs are the people who are doing what we're doing.
Chineur.
Chineur. C-H-I-N-E-U-R. That's us.
Well, we found your jewelry.
We have some jewelry here. Bonjour.
You lead, I'll follow. Unless.
Look at the pretty dolls, antique dolls. Look at those. Look at the big eyes. They're pretty.
You know what I said to you before we started? There's a chessboard. I saw a big like deer antlers, and I wanted to carve chess pieces. Now I found the chessboard. There's a project for my retirement. Bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Oh, c'est quoi ça?
Je croyais que vous étiez le marchand. Bon, sinon, je vous aurais demandé de me faire 2 €, mais c'est pas vous.
Do you want to translate what he said?
Well, he thought I was the seller, and he wanted to buy that. That's why he was showing
He
it to
was
me.
going to make you an offer at €2.
Well, I don't think I would have accepted.
Oh, posters. That's right, be tough. Posters, movie. So that's another thing you can find here is a lot of movie posters. And so if you're into movies and like those, look how big they are.
I keep you on that side of me. Wow.
Look at James Dean. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour. So we've already had a really big mix of stuff. Like from African mask, movie posters,
everything.
knife protectors.
It's not, I don't think it's very well known for furniture. For furniture, people would go to probably Saint-Ouen or other flea markets. But I don't think we'll see very big pieces of furniture here. It's more smaller objects, probably.
Okay, everyone at home, I'm going to get my gloves off and scroll through the comments. So for the next 2 minutes, if you've got any questions, especially questions about how things work, about how you do things here, the vocabulary, write them now, and in 2 minutes I'll be reading through them and asking Véro or myself everything.
That's right. It's really a mix of things, huh?
It is, isn't it? Check this out.
Bonjour, madame.
The Texas company.
This is a tirelire.
A what?
Tirelire.
Tirelire.
Tirelire, that's where you put your money as a child. Tirelire.
Uh-huh.
What is it in English?
A money box. Money box.
Look, it's really cool. It says the Texas company. Oh, et là, le petit lapin.
Very old, special material.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know exactly what. Yes.
It's very pretty. I like the bunny.
Wow.
Très joli.
What's it? Tirelire.
Tirelire. Tirelire.
And Lear is reed. It is a funny name. But tire, like tire-bouchon,
Oui.
like corkscrew.
Oui. Alors, I don't really know the origin, but that's what we
Piggy bank, someone comments.
A piggy
Yes.
bank,
What did I
that's
say?
it.
I got it wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Piggy
What did
bank,
I say?
piggy bank.
Coin? What did I say?
I forgot what you said.
Yeah.
Piggy bank.
No.
Horns, Oliver. This is
Horns.
what you like. Look.
I don't actually. I'm gonna get a reputation as the guy that loves
No,
horns.
it's great to hang laundry on. So you do your laundry,
Yeah.
your tiny little Parisian studio, and then for your socks, you can put your
Yes.
socks on.
You know what, Véro? I think we need to practice bargaining.
You do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on something. Is it poor form to practice on something you don't really want?
No, I mean it's fine if you're interested and can keep the conversation going. It's fine.
But if I say like how much for the piggy bank and she says 10, and then if I say what about 5, if she says okay, I have to take it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
then you would look a little weird. She'd be like, you were just playing with me.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay.
I mean, you have to realize these people, this is what they do,
No, of
and
course.
it's their job, right?
No.
And they do this rain or shine every weekend, year round. And they've been here since the mid-19th century at Vanves. So these people take everything super seriously. These are
Okay.
the regular
Well, I'm not gonna do it now. I feel like you told me off a little bit there.
No!
Now I'm
no.
now I'm
No,
scared.
do it. Let's have fun. Do it, sure.
What's this then?
This is a giant key. I wonder what it opens.
I love it.
Look at the size of this key next to my head.
Non, mais pas de souci. I think that key is the key to the city. I think if you got that key, you got.
Oliver, it probably opened one of Philip Augustus' wall.
Yes,
gates.
I think
Oliver,
you're
your
right.
favorite wall.
It's worth buying it just to see. Should we go down this little side street?
Yeah, let's go see. So for those of you who don't know, Oliver has a passion for the Philip Augustus wall. He's documented the history of that wall and all of the leftover, I mean, everything that's left in the city, right?
Well, I thought I'd found every single part, but someone told me 2 days ago that there's a place I've missed inside a jewelry shop on the
really?
left bank.
Are you
So,
going to go back?
Of course, yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. It's like finding the vestiges,
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, the remains of this 800-year-old wall.
So here you have boxes, so you're probably expected just to go through, rummage through.
Ah,
and see if
rummage
you can-
boxes.
Yeah.
Let's do some rummaging. And then I'm going to do some rummaging, and then we're looking at the comments in depth. Let's see what's in some of these boxes.
Old telephone over there. That's kind of cool.
Now that is an old. You know what? I went to the Salvador Dali Museum in Montmartre. If you want to have a mind explosion, there's an old telephone just like this, but instead of the receiver on top, there's a lobster.
That sounds like what Dali would do. I love it. Hello, Oliver. I'm calling you from my lobster.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay, comments now. Let's have a look. Someone, Catherine says that key was the key to Lena's heart.
Oh.
Yeah, Catherine, yep.
Oh.
Louise wonders if we can find any postcards. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll see if we can find some postcards. Vic says, what are those big buildings, especially the big orange, hey, this one? Cantilever.
Yeah,
This?
there's a story about this area, about the buildings. I can mention that in a second. Okay, so this section of the market we're in, if I'm not mistaken, at this market, there's always some illegal vendors. They are illegal. They've been known as les biffins. And this means they put out their wares, but they don't actually pay the fee that the other vendors pay.
Okay, so we turn around then.
So it's fine. People buy from them, but they're usually people who are going through a hard time and scavenge and then sell stuff to survive. And so I think this is what this part of the market is. The other part is over there. You can see because they don't have numbered slots. The other guys had numbered
Like that?
slots.
Like that number there? No, that's
it's-
from the school. Well, that's
I have no idea. So, but I think it might be that these guys, some of them, like the guy on the left with the clothing there.
Ah,
that's
yeah,
clearly
I see
not
what
a
you
legal
mean.
vendor.
Okay, hang on. Look, I saw something cool. Look,
What?
sword. You said you wanted something for your birthday, Véro.
I think the cane with the crocodile, Oliver.
Oh.
Is you. It's a cane with a sword. It's a sword and it's a crocodile. It looks like a crocodile. I mean, it's close enough.
Have you ever seen a crocodile before?
Not
that doesn't
lately.
look like a crocodile.
Okay, so what is it?
It looks like a seahorse.
And like a mythical creature from the Middle Ages.
Should we open it?
Attends. Take off my. Bonjour, je peux regarder?
Oui, bien sûr, alors.
C'est pas dangereux, hein?
Non.
Vous êtes sûr?
Oui.
Je risque rien.
Non.
Bon. Alors. C'est quoi comme animal, ça? À votre avis?
C'est un poisson, je pense.
Un poisson, a fish.
A fish. Well, all of us are.
Whoa!
Okay.
So this is. Il y a une histoire avec cet objet?
Is there a story behind this
C'est mon pote
object?
qui me l'a laissé, je sais pas.
My friend gave it to me. I don't know. Okay.
En tout cas, c'est très cool. Hein. Tu vois, tu peux faire... ça peut te servir de canne.
Et ça coûte combien, monsieur?
35.
35, ok.
35.
35.
Le prix est ferme.
Je peux vous laisser à 30?
30. So he would sell it for 30.
Okay.
I still think it looks like Kylie.
Crocodile.
Who thinks it looks like Kylie? I'm sorry.
It could be, it could be. So now we know where to get a sword.
Merci, monsieur. Merci beaucoup. I could try it on the soap and see if it goes through.
Wow. And
Do a string of
someone was asking about old postcards.
Well, we have old photos here. 1922, 1933, so that looks like a company.
What's on the back? What's on the back?
Nothing. An old church. Oh, communiante, little girl.
That's kind of scary. This would be cool for like a psychopathic mood board.
Palm trees, this couldn't be in Paris.
No. Paris Plage, 1930.
There you go. Oh, it looks like Nice or Cannes on the Riviera, a little boy and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
mama. Look how elegant she is.
I
And look at the little
I
boy,
had
how
expensive
elegant.
hot chocolate in that hotel in the background.
Negresco?
Yeah.
You went to the Negresco, good for you. Look at this lovely grandma. Ooh, and another elegant lady.
Someone spied a copper pot in the background that they have their eye on. Where was
okay.
that? Okay.
A picture? Something like that?
If
or wine?
postage wasn't so expensive, we would have got it for you. Adrienne.
It's very nice.
Okay, shall we move back up?
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Bonne journée.
Merci.
Au revoir.
Okay, so that was cool. When the gentleman said the price, Véro responded, "Le prix est firme."
Et ferme. I
Ferme.
asked
Ah
if
ouais,
the price is firm.
And say it again in French.
Ferme. F-E-R-M-E.
Like
Ferme.
closed as well.
Yeah. And so I said, oh no, it's not like fermé. It's ferme as in I'm standing my ground. I'm not budging, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to take a photo of some of this stuff. I think you're in charge of holding camera for a
I
bit.
am? Okay, I've done this before. I can
Yeah.
do this.
For you guys who are new to Véro's work, maybe this is a good chance for you to introduce yourself to people who are here from my side.
yeah.
And tell them what you usually do. And I'll take a picture of you doing... I'm going
Oh.
to capture the moment. Ignore me. Ignore
Okay,
me.
I will ignore you. I don't like posing for pictures. Well, guys, if you don't know me yet, bonjour to all. Bonjour to Oliver's community and bonjour to my friends from La Bande de Véro who are here today. I am a tour guide who became a virtual tour guide during the health crisis. And I'm still a virtual tour guide, and after living in Paris for a while, I am now based in the beautiful Loire Valley, and where I continue live streaming, sharing content on social media daily, and I'm about to return to French roads because I'm also a Rick Steves tour guide. I used to be before the health crisis, so in April I'll be returning to French roads, taking groups of North American travelers around La Belle France and Paris. This is Véro in a nutshell. Look at this gentleman. Ha! Nice, that would be the nice paperweight. A little big maybe. Look, when you throw the gauntlet, this is the expression, right? Bonjour. I have to live stream and smile at all. Oh, hey, and smile. Oh, this is a peacock. And look at what the peacock is doing with its tail here. That's right, Avi. Throw down the gauntlet. Look at these lovely knives. Corne is what we call this, and I don't know what is in English. And you can still see the manufacturer. Coutelier à Thiers. Nice set of vases, don't you think?
Okay, let's get in trouble for taking a photo.
Pardon. Oliver is shooting away.
Okay.
You want to take it back?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
I don't know if you guys heard in the background what happened.
Did she tell
She
you?
told me off, yeah.
Yeah.
She said, well, you could always ask, you know. And I was like,
She's right.
I know, I didn't think about it.
No, and I didn't see where she was because there were several people. Otherwise, we might have asked.
Well, now I've been chided, everybody. But I got some nice pictures of Véro, so that's always nice.
Well, thank you. I'm always by myself
That's
when
the
I
thing,
live stream,
yeah.
so I don't have that many pictures unless my son's in town, and that's not very often. He lives in the US.
There's a very Picasso vibe going on in some of these ones.
Notre Dame here.
And you can date that picture because there's a big spire in it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was chidden.
So we know this was before 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the buildings, people were asking, do you see those brick buildings on the left here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, I know you were saying to me, but I should film it too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So see all these buildings, brick buildings, sometimes they're a darker color. And in fact, there's one over there, a red one behind you as well, in the corner.
Here,
behind
hold.
that.
I'll take a picture of it too.
Okay. So these buildings, like the red ones here, and those more of a yellowish tone buildings, if you travel around the Paris suburbs, if you basically follow the périphérique, the beltway that goes around Paris, you'll see a lot of them. These buildings are called HBM, Habitation Bon Marché, and they were built after Paris took down the last big wall that surrounded the city. So Oliver loves the Philip Augustus wall that was in the late 12th, early 13th century, but the wall I'm talking about were called les fortifications, the fortif for Parisians. It was a giant wall that totally enclosed the city, was meant to protect it, and was built in the early 19th century. When finally they took it down right after World War I, it was basically where the périph' is today, the périphérique, and they started building, it's not social housing per se, but these are cheaper type of buildings, and you see them all around where the big wall used to be. So that's the story of these buildings you might have spotted. I think somebody asked earlier. Edith Piaf, your friend. Bonjour, monsieur.
My friend. Bonjour.
10 euros, Edith Piaf. The book is 10 euros.
Hold still, Véro. Okay.
Yeah. Le FFI. FFI. Those were the Free French Forces during World War II.
Monsieur, je peux prendre une photo de...
C'est gentil, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
We're all learning here.
Oh, and look at this cool thing, the front of a car right here. Qu'est-ce que c'est cette voiture, monsieur? Je la reconnais, mais je...
C'est Ami 6.
Ami 6? C'est une Ami 6.
Ami 6.
Ami 6, yeah. It's incredible.
Look at this, we've got a famous French book here.
De Jules Verne.
Journey to the Center of the Earth. Cool music. Hey, we might get sued
I remember, I'm very old because I remember using one of these.
This
tape
is
recorder.
It's a record.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what you would have done back in the day as a journalist, right, Oliver? Before we had,
Extremely that old, are they?
I don't know, 80s, maybe before that. You're right, they're not that old.
I can take over.
Yeah, good.
So everyone, now you've met Véro, and I've got my gloves off, and I can go through and sit. Got my gloves off. We all get told off, Oliver. It happens, says Catherine. Yes, that's true. Sally said it's lovely to see you live, Véro, instead of a recording. And I think
That's
Sally
because
means, yep.
she's in Australia,
That's right.
probably. Yeah.
Christine G is a patron to both of us, and she loves it.
Thank you, Christine. Merci.
I'm curious how many people watching, community members of us both. Now look at this. This is the rifle, the shooting range here. This is where you don't want to get in trouble for taking photos, because the guy might be armed. Bonjour. Hello. Linnell. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do you want to be on camera? Do you want to say hello? No. And what brings you?
Just another trip.
You're just doing
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't get away from you, right?
When was the last time I saw you?
Your book launch.
That wasn't so long ago at all.
2
Really.
years.
Wow. Fancy that.
19?
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. We should have a picture together.
Yeah,
Hang on. I'm just filming off into the distance, but hang on.
Okay.
All right, get close together.
I'll film.
Hang on, my nose is on it.
I know the masters. 1, 2, and 3. Another one. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Got
Okay,
it.
merci.
Cool. All right. I'll continue on because there's a bunch of people.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
You
Bye.
too.
Bonne visite.
Let's
Small world, huh?
yeah. Let's stay on these gums for a second. Bonjour monsieur, je peux prendre une photo de. Ok, cool.
Dis donc, ils sont beaux, vos fusils. Ils ont quel âge à peu près?
19e et 18e.
19e et 18e, hein? 18th and 19th century.
Wow. Here's a question for everybody. What are these, you think? Do you know? Someone will know. I feel when there's holes like that and it's iron, or I guess it's iron, it's got to do with fire. Heating something. That's my guess.
I would have said boot scrapers. I have no idea.
I feel like you put heat under it and maybe I don't know.
Oh, this is really cool, Oliver. This is about Au Bon Marché that belonged to Monsieur Boussicot. That was the first department store in Paris. It looks like an old ad for the Bon Marché.
Wow.
Paris, 1912. I don't want to open it, but I think it's inside is a print of some sort. And this is what the stores look like. Look how different. Look how big it was. It's massive.
Wow. I'm trying to get my bearings of.
Yeah, where
Even
would
the
have
streets
been
are so
Well,
big.
the square, is this where the Square Boussicot is today, maybe?
Uh-huh.
It looks bigger than it is today for some reason.
So Vic, aka Avi or Avi,
Yeah.
says that these are fire dogs for holding the logs on the fireplace. I think I was half right.
Ah, you were. I would, yeah, if I scrape my boots on this, probably wouldn't work so well, would it?
Someone says, how much, Louise? Shall I ask? For the Bon Marché or for this? Quick, Louise, which do you want? She wants this, okay.
The print?
Yeah, let's ask.
He's over there.
Okay. So brief pause while we try and figure this out. I'm taking pictures too. The reason I'm taking pictures is so I have some nice stuff.
He's still taking out things. So
Okay.
what time is it now? It's 9, and he's taking out things.
Yeah, I'll give you this. We're doing a joint live stream today.
Yes, we are. What are these, soup? What's in there? No, it's not soup. It's something else. Excusez-moi, monsieur, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans ces boîtes?
Ah, ça, c'est la surprise, madame.
Ah, c'est la surprise, hein? J'aime les surprises. Ah,
Qui font la musique. C'est des cylindres à musique.
des cylindres à musique. So you put the cylinders on this machine and they play music. De Thomas Edison.
Ça, monsieur, c'est 60 euros. 60 euros. Ouais.
C'est quoi? C'est comment
Publicité du bon marché.
Yeah, so the advertising for the Bon Marché is 60 euros.
En 1912.
Mais c'est quoi ça dedans? C'est juste.
C'est un buvard, un classeur.
So 60 euros for.
Un buvard pour mettre sur le bureau, c'est ça?
Plutôt un classeur.
Un classeur? Donc c'est-à-dire qu'on rangeait des papiers à l'intérieur?
Ouais.
Ah, c'est ça. So it's like a folder where you put papers of and you could leave that on your desk, and it's 60 euros, and it's an original ad for the Bon Marché, 1912.
Un peu rare, c'est le.
Oui, il est très beau.
Do you speak English, monsieur?
Non.
No.
I don't know.
No. Okay. C'est très bon.
Oui, il a de belles choses. Merci, monsieur. Bonne journée. Lots of glasses, also crystal over there, and he's still unpacking stuff.
So one of the reasons I often ask if people speak English is thinking of interview
Right.
later,
So you
either
could
for
come
the
back.
video or to come back.
Yeah,
And he seemed like an interesting collection of different things.
I wonder how many people actually speak English here.
I think a lot of people say they don't, but they actually do.
Yeah, well, at least they manage.
I'm going to take one more photo of you and then put the camera away. This time I want you to look towards me.
I need to look towards you. So happy I have a photographer today.
It was so funny, that woman that stopped me before. Like, I thought she was with you or something. I thought she was mocking you a little bit.
No,
Yeah, because you were
no.
like Oliver. And
She looked like she knew you.
Yeah,
When
well,
she heard
was-
the name.
Yeah, that's funny.
Un boulier. That's to count, right? More knife rest. You see how you don't see knife rest that much anymore, but look how many people sell them. Like all of these are knife rests. So this is clearly something that was traditional and that you don't find that much. I haven't seen one on a table in a long time.
Nice. I think it's time we bring knife rests back.
I think so. I got a set the other day actually, not in Tours where I live in the Loire Valley.
What are they called? What are they called in French?
Repose couteau. Repose to lean against.
Repose couteau.
Knife.
Ah, mais c'est peut-être sauvé des vies.
Bonjour monsieur.
Bonjour.
Ooh, lots of interesting things here. Look at all the tools.
Wow.
And they're in perfect shape.
Je peux prendre une photo? Merci.
C'est gentil monsieur.
Okay, much better when I ask to take a photo while
Yeah,
we're
it works,
filming.
doesn't it?
Yep.
Ils sont en super état. Hein. Vraiment en très bon état.
So what do we got here? A bunch of sort of pliers and hammers and gosh, this is the handyman section.
And some people would actually know what to do with these, which isn't me. Is it you?
Oh, I don't know.
Merci monsieur, bonne journée.
The fact that I couldn't remember the names of some of them is an answer to your question.
Yes, it does answer my question.
It's quite hectic in there. Have the questions been shooting through? You two are my fave live stream team, besides Lena, of course, says Lynn.
Oh, that's nice, Lynn. Thank you.
In case I didn't say it out loud, that Bon Marché thing was 60 euros. I'm not sure if I said it.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing the china. It's lovely. I don't see the questions. Maybe we missed the questions. Maybe no one had questions. Okay, how do you know how much to start bidding with, says Kim.
Well, you ask them what the asking price is, right?
Yeah, that's what's been happening
And then
so
you
far.
bring it down. So if you think like 60 euros for that print, I'm sure it's valuable, but I don't know that I would pay 60 euros for that.
I see things I like to buy. Is this only open on Saturdays?
It's Saturdays and Sundays until about 3 p.m. Every day, every weekend of the year, rain or shine. It's been here since the 19th century.
And I'll get Véro on my right hand side. Now this thing looks a bit.
Ooh, shackles, kind of something you wear around your neck if you're a prisoner, a slave or something.
Or maybe it's fashion. Hang on, what's happening here? Oh, this place is. I don't know. This is busy. Look at this. Try and sneak in and see what's going on.
He has objects, like small objects on the table, and people are looking at them. So maybe he just took them out now, or he's taller than I am. You can probably.
Okay, let's see if we can see what funnel. Oh, this guy's got the most happening stall here.
And people are buying, so either it's super valuable. Yeah, they're buying really fast too. Do you see how fast they're buying?
Why? What?
So there's something going on here. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Now that was the most intriguing thing so
Yeah.
far.
So see the numbers?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think the numbers is, so they each have one. And there used to be a gentleman going around early in the morning. They call him le placier.
Yeah.
Because une place is a spot.
Yeah.
So the gentleman would come in the morning. I've seen him do it before years ago, and he just takes the cash from the vendors if they want to be here for the day, which is why some of the illegal guys over there don't pay that. So the vendors don't like them, right? So all of these are regular vendors.
Okay, Vera's found her jewelry. Ça vous gêne. Nice French there. Let's take a picture of Véro. She says she never has pictures of her when she's live streaming. We'll snap her. Here you go. Okay. Have you found something that catches your eye?
Not quite the style I'm looking for. You know, there's a hard plastic that was very popular in the 40s called Bakelite.
Okay.
And I have a collection, I still have it, of bracelets from that time. And it's a Bakelite bracelets that I bought in the US at antique shops and such. So if I saw Bakelite today, I'd be very happy, but I haven't seen any yet.
So you came in with ideas of what you wanted. That was a good one. I didn't. I should have.
Bakelite bracelets, I collect them. I have about 10.
It's nice to set like a little goal. Maybe I have time to decide
Maybe
my
some
goal.
of the ladies have Bakelite items. They
Anyone
used
got
to make-
Bakelite?
Yeah, brooches or bracelets, and they came in fairly colors and you know the geometric shapes too that were big then, more Art Deco, really cool stuff.
Louise just said she'd pay 40 for that bon marché.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay 60 for it for sure. Oh, Laurel and Hardy, this is the one of the two guys. I think that's him.
Why? Where's his mate?
Well, they got separated. They can't be separated.
I saw something that caught my eye. Oh, maybe it was a comment. Someone wanted to see fountain pens, so I'm going to keep an eye out for fountain pens.
Bonjour, monsieur. On peut filmer, ça vous gêne? Merci, monsieur. Look at these. They're very delicate and they're very pretty. Ladies and gentlemen from another time.
My first
Look
thought
at
was
this one.
ashtray, but that was impossible.
Look at
Like
it.
a
No, I
wooden
think they
ashtray.
probably go on a wall, you see? Let's see. Yeah,
Yep.
you see?
Bingo.
And look how delicate. They're really pretty. That would make a nice decor. Some of them are from the Renaissance. I see like this guy over there. I see a lot of these in the Loire Valley.
This is the kind of thing, this one right here, that could turn out to be worth $1 million. This
True.
painting.
True.
Like this is a Renoir that everyone's forgotten about. Although I don't think you'd ever find that kind of thing here. You know, you'd find that in someone's house in the Loire Valley, for example.
It'd be sold discreetly and not put out in the open, probably. Oh, soldiers! For those of you who collect antique soldiers. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I spot Napoleon, I think.
It's Napoleon. Okay.
We have Louis Vuitton bags.
Uh-huh.
Should you pick one up for Lina?
No, not this time.
Here's Napoleon again. He's never far. Old Charlie Hebdo,
Oh, yeah.
issues of Charlie Hebdo, old ones.
I find this to be a challenging live stream because there's so much capturing attention.
Yes, and the light too. We're facing the sun, so it's not easy.
Not to
You're
mention
doing a great
feeling a
job.
little like we shouldn't be. Some people might not like us filming.
Yeah, you kind of. When you live stream, you always have to. I say you're like a fly with eyes in your back,
Yeah.
because you always have to be really attuned to the environment and people's reactions outside around you.
Not to mention the mind-blowing knowledge that you're dropping on us. It's all happening, Véro.
You bet. Kylie, he found Kylie.
That looks like a real crocodile.
Yes. Next to a musketeer, no less. She's standing next to a musketeer.
I'll take a picture of Kylie. Yeah. As
Bonjour, monsieur.
this is a joint live
This is
stream.
teamwork.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
teamwork. Buttons, lots of buttons. I know Catherine is watching. We have buttons, we have thread. Mercerie. I see portraits of are exquisite. They enjoyed those little portraits. More jewelry here, but still no Bakelite. I don't think I'm going to get my Bakelite items today. C'est la vie. It's fun. Oh, you know what? I see a bracelet that could be Bakelite. I need to ask about it. Do you mind?
Yeah, no, of course.
All
There are
right.
a few people talking
Plus
about the
it's-
Bakelite that they
Yes,
had.
and it's my favorite color too. I need to check.
Okay, here we go. Véro's got her eye in.
Ce bracelet orange ici, est-ce que c'est de la bakelite?
C'est que de la qualité dedans, oui.
Est-ce que je peux le voir s'il vous plaît? Il est à combien?
50 €.
50 euros. Il est très beau.
Petit Bavarel, ça veut dire en français.
Bavarel, hein?
It's a good question there, Louise. Why wouldn't people want to promote? I don't know.
My favorite color.
Oh yeah? What are you? You're smelling it.
Because there is a test you can do that I learned in the US where if it smells like a burnt smell, if you rub Bakelite, then you know it's authentic.
Huh.
I
Uh-huh.
These are cheap, see? I like it as you can see.
So what's your vibe? What are you feeling?
What do you think, ladies? Or gentlemen, for that matter? Orange?
Real bakelite smells bad, says Avi.
Yeah, it's if you rub it, it has a burn smell.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
smell it here, but
Guys, what do you think? What do you think? I feel like Vero's leaning towards a...
Le prix est ferme, monsieur?
Il va 45, faire un petit quelque chose.
Allez, je vous le prends alors. Merci.
Okay, she's doing it. She's doing it, guys. So she said the same thing again. She said, "Le prix est ferme." Is that price firm? And he goes, "Oh, I can do something 45." And Vero said, "Yep, let's do it." So that's how it happens. And even if it's not real, Vero looks great in it, and so everybody wins. She told him it was her birthday present to herself, and he's very charming about it. And now we'll leave them to do their... I'm gonna just do some filming until I get told off again. No, fixed price, no. So it was 50. The man said 50, and Véro said, "Is that price firm?" And he said, "Oh, I could go to 45. There's no fixed price on anything, I think. Turn back around into the sun. So while Véro's chatting, if you guys have any more questions, shoot them through. It's quite beautiful walking towards the sun like this. Here comes Véro. I thought she was coming. She's not. She'll have to catch up. Where's the nearest metro? I don't know. I'll have to ask Véro that one, because I took that scooter out here. But I can tell you that we're right on the edge of town. I couldn't be further. In fact, I took a wrong turn as I was driving up here, and I was faced with a suburb, like the entryway to a suburb. So not one of the 20 arrondissements. So we're right on the edge of Paris. In other words, there she is.
Coucou!
Happy
I'm
birthday
so happy,
to yourself.
Happy early birthday
Yeah,
to me.
when is your birthday?
March 12th.
Uh-huh.
It's coming. I'm very happy because I didn't have an orange one in my collection.
Yeah, it looked nice. So I got a question for you. Why didn't you push for 40 or something? Or do you already feel like you were...
Because I'm not comfortable negotiating prices in general. I
Right.
also know they just went through 2 years of hell.
Yeah.
So he made an effort, and I know how much I paid for these in the US, and the price seemed about right. That's why I didn't push.
Well, congratulations. Are you wearing it now?
Merci. No, it's in my bag because with the gloves it's hard.
Someone said that you need a matching colored scarf to go with it. So we can keep an eye out for one of them as well.
You can be sure I have a scarf in that color already. I have many scarves.
Look at these little fish on this. You're a Pisces,
Yes.
someone said.
Yes, I am Pisces with Leo rising,
With Leo rising.
which a lot of people have told me makes sense.
Oh, yeah?
More than Pisces. Whether that's a compliment or not, I do not know. Oh, nice books. Okay, old books. This is cool too. Oh, look at this set. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Moi aussi.
À propos de ridicule.
Yeah, so people come here to buy books, I guess, too, huh?
And we were talking that there's a
Furniture.
there is a book,
bit.
an old book, antique book market going on at the Georges Brassens
Yes.
Park around the corner
Which
in
is a lovely place.
15th or 14th district.
15.
I might go check it out on the way home.
Yeah, Brassens is that park is really nice, and many people never make it there. The 15th in general is a very interesting arrondissement.
I'd say the vast majority of people who've ever been to Paris haven't been to that park.
Probably.
I'd put it at 99%.
Yeah, it's changing a bit. Whenever a place gets featured on social media, then you notice immediately people start going. I've noticed that since I returned to France 3 years ago.
Right.
A lot of places where people, visitors never went, now they're going to because of social media, which I guess is a good thing.
Well, we're
because-
both part of it too.
Yeah, we are. And I guess that's a good thing because people get to see more places. And
But
not
that
always go
place
to the same.
hasn't hit the social media yet. Georges Brassens.
Yeah, I've seen it featured a couple times in blog posts, and that's about it. More silverware.
Okay,
here.
wait. I'm gonna
This is
spot
in
the knife
impeccable-
holders.
Oh, you're looking for the knife rests.
Knife rests.
I don't see any.
How about that leaf thing? That's pretty cool.
That is very nice. They
What
have
is it?
so many.
Sugar bowl and spoon. In English?
Yeah, it was written in English.
See, guys, this is easy. All the answers are spelled out for us.
Prints.
So €3 for this old print.
Journal de la famille. La mode illustrée. This was about fashion.
Wow.
This is where ladies would look to see what was fashionable. Bonjour. Désolée. See, they're rumbling. They're rumbling because we didn't ask.
Yeah, I know. That's why
So
I
they're
walked
like,
away.
yeah, rum, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Twitch, twitch, twitch.
Well, the thing is, guys at home, you guys at home, I don't want to say that every single vendor that I walk past can I take a photo because we've passed 400 now.
Yes, usually there's about 350 minimum here
Okay,
on a good day.
so,
So
I'm
there's a
gonna
lot.
I'm gonna revert back to see what I can get away with unless I'm taking actual photos.
Right. And with the exception of that guy and with the guns and the swords, I think we're pretty safe. I mean, what are they going to do? Throw a knife, a silver knife rest at you and you're so tall, they'll probably miss. I'll be the one getting hit in the way.
If they threw a silver knife rest at me, I'd catch it and run.
I'll be collateral damage. Oh, Véro, stand up. What's wrong? Save the bracelet. Oliver, save the bracelet.
Oh, Véro. Okay. So there's more sort of furniture the further down that we get.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like sections are more specialized, right? There's an old radio set that's absolutely gorgeous here in wood. You see it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I wonder if it still works.
Oh, it's getting busy around here. Look at this little wooden cabinet as well. So there's a radio player. And then that is amazing.
Yeah, they have some nice pieces.
What is that? Tea box. Wow.
Thé de sureau. Maybe a little cabinet where you can put away your herbs and.
Amazing. I
maybe
love
like
that.
Or could it be like a pharmacy? Could ask the gentleman.
Yeah.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour,
À quoi
monsieur.
servait ce meuble?
Ben, c'est tout simplement pour mettre ce que vous voulez dedans, n'importe quoi.
Oui, parce qu'il y a écrit thé de sureau, donc c'était pour
Oui.
ranger plutôt des tisanes,
Voilà.
des médicaments, des herbes médicinales,
Voilà.
peut-être. Thé vert, ouais, il est bon, hein. Il est quelle époque à peu près? Vous savez? Non. Non,
Ok.
il est très bon.
Passez une bonne journée.
Well, here's somebody who knows his wares.
Yeah, geez.
What was it for? Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Put in it.
Yeah.
And what time
do you-
period was it?
Do you think
I
it's
don't
because I
know.
was filming, maybe?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
me
he was
too.
trying to show us he was.
This is a tough one to film. This is a challenge. I'm doing my best, everybody. I hope you feel that you're with us.
Yeah, you're doing your best and you're doing great.
Let's
I
go
think
look at
our
this
friends
also.
get to enjoy the wares no matter what.
Ah, Avi was asking for pens. Here you go.
Bonjour madame.
Bonjour.
Monsieur.
Je peux prendre une photo, ça vous dérange? Ok, merci.
Merci madame. C'est de la bakélite?
Oui, je suppose.
Très joli.
Wow.
Ils sont beaux ces stylos, hein?
Ivory, ivoire, is that how you say it?
Ivory, ivoire.
Ivoire,
oui.
oui.
C'est de l'ivoire, oui. tout ça, c'est d'ivoire.
Tout
ça.
d'ivoire, oui. Sinon, ça serait dehors.
Ça.
Le plastique, c'est pas
C'est
dans
très,
la
ça a beaucoup de valeur.
Et ça, c'est pour le couteau ou
C'est
non?
des porte-couteaux.
Porte-couteau, tu vois, hein?
Yes.
We find them. Now he's gonna be spotting
Well, look,
porte-couteau.
look at this. Is that a corkscrew? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
A massive one for
Yeah.
big hands.
there's nice stuff around here. And old camera stuff.
Ah, now see, my son would be all over that. Oh yes, we have some really nice cameras.
Now, what is this? Oh, wow. Okay, can you hold? I'm going to try and...
I think it's the lady, no?
Okay, I'm going to pick it up anyway.
All right.
Now, that is something.
What show are you watching, Ollie?
View of a Japanese garden.
Does it work well?
Now, that is cool, huh?
Yeah.
This is the original stabilizer to do a walk show.
Exactly.
I love this.
And it would take you traveling. This was a cheap way of traveling. You would put a postcard, and then you have, it's like a magnifying mirror. Oui.
Ouais, c'est magnifique ça.
Chouette, hein?
Alors, ça marche parce qu'il y a les deux photos et avec le...
Alors, les deux photos, il y a une photo
Ouais.
avec un œil et l'autre photo avec l'autre œil. Vous voyez, elles sont pas exactement
Ah,
pareilles.
je comprends.
They're not
Petit
exactly the
décalage.
same, the
Un
photos.
œil et l'autre œil.
Ok.
Voilà.
One for each eye, and they're not exactly the same, so it creates an
Vous
effect.
savez, ça a été inventé en 1850.
1850.
Invented in 1850, a stereoscope, says Catherine.
En 3D comme ça, c'était des daguerréotypes.
Ok.
C'était encore les
Ouais, ouais, et
daguerréotypes.
C'est ça.
fait à Paris, je pense.
Voilà, et oui, et
Ouais.
ils
Ouais.
faisaient ces daguerres,
Ouais, bien sûr,
daguerréotypes, donc, et c'est eux après, les photographes de l'époque qui ont inventé ça. Alors avec leur grosse chambre, et derrière ils faisaient une photo.
She's talking to him about
C'est
daguerreotypes
possible de
that
voir
were
que
the
les deux
originals
photos
of
sont
this.
un peu différentes ou non?
Ah ben à peine, hein. À peine,
He's
je vois à
asking
peine.
if
Sur le
he can
côté,
spot the small
voyez, là, ça
differences
s'arrête
between
là,
the
et là,
photos,
ça va un peu plus
and so
loin,
she's
voilà.
showing him where he can spot the differences.
Et combien ça coûte pour quelque chose comme ça?
Alors ça c'est 80 €. et vous
80
choisissez
euros,
trois photos.
and you choose 3 photos that go with it. So she's got a bunch of photos,
Là ou l'autre, voilà.
and so you choose. Look at the pretty hat she's wearing, bright red.
Et vous choisissez trois photos. Et c'est la même chose, en aluminium ou en bois. Voilà, je vous en prie.
Enjoying the show?
Oh yeah, now that I look at it with the light, j'ai vu le deux, vous deux comme ça. Après ça, c'est un peu difficile.
On fait la 3D comme ça.
Okay, so with the light, when you look up with the light, it looks like the water is almost moving.
Uh-huh.
A bit of depth to it. I wonder if it will work.
I don't know that it's gonna work.
I doubt it.
A little bit. It's blurry, I think. It's having a hard time focusing. But see, you can choose 3. So she said 80 euros, or you can buy them 10 euros for 3 if you already have the machine. And she has a selection of all these illustrations, prints, I guess. Here's one that's probably captured either at the Bois de Vincennes or the Bois de Boulogne. This one. That is a really cool machine.
That's cool. What a treat.
Oh, and a great book dedicated to Marville, who captured so much of Paris in his photography. This looks like a massive book. And this is the Paris, the old Paris, the Paris that doesn't exist anymore, almost. Charles Marville captured it beautifully.
That's inside the Louvre, yes.
Yes.
I saw that
Look
the
at
other
that.
day. What a treat.
This is a great book.
Yeah.
You can see the old Paris and travel back in time. And
Not
there
quite
you,
a pocketbook though, is it?
Not really. And photos, €1 each. People.
Alors, il y a une super déco-
Someone was
Look
talking
at
about
how
postcards.
elegant everybody is.
Chateau Lascombe. Okay, that's definitely not Paris.
That looks more like Algeria.
Yeah. Okay. I love that they just wrote une rue.
Une rue, a street.
Unless that means street one.
No, it's just a street.
Wow, cool. Okay.
Lots of good things here.
On we go.
Merci, madame. Oh, and look for our artists in residence. You have une palette. Une palette de peintre.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, maybe I should get that for Lena.
That would be a nice gift for Lena.
I should, because she's been using
Let's show it.
She's been using an envelope. just a big envelope.
Oh
'cause she doesn't
yeah,
have
and
one.
this is, c'est une palette ça madame?
C'est une palette.
Ah, c'est ça, hein?
Elle a été prise pour faire un décor. Mais sinon,
Mais ça marche.
Alors,
On peut l'utiliser?
je pense, oui. Enfin, je ne peux pas peindre, mais
Oui, oui, oui.
Et c'est quoi le prix pour ça?
ça, 40 euros.
40 euros.
30.
Ok, 30. Ok. I think I need to get it for
Uh-huh.
but I don't know. Oh, I do. Okay.
Okay, another purchase, friends. Lina, if you're watching, you're not supposed to hear this. Close your ears. Oh, and look, Oliver would have spotted that, of course. More knife rests. And here. So he's telling the nice lady about Lina's work. And for those of you who might be here and don't know Oliver, Oliver and Lina have illustrated some incredible children's books. 2 already. Oliver writes the stories and Lina works on the illustrations, and she's a very, very talented artist. So there's no doubt she's going to love this. Une palette de peintre.
Okay, now we both got something.
Yes, we each have, yeah, I'm glad you got something. He's asking about how old it is, and the lady didn't know. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée.
Okay, I'll take
You want to
back.
take
Yeah.
it back?
Now my hands are warm after I had them in my pocket. Hello, everybody. So we're approaching the end now. We've been almost going for an hour, so we're probably going to start winding up a little bit, I imagine.
Yeah, because it keeps going, you know. You could be here for several hours.
So
It turns to the right and keeps going over there.
So this is a practical purchase.
Yes.
I don't know how much I said before. Like, I think it's nice. It's not.
I think it's great because it's timeless. It's a real palette that was used, she said, for as decor. So Lina could decide to use it for paint or to use it to just as decor as well.
Another old gun. Someone, a comment said there's someone who might be following us in a black hat. They keep popping up. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
That's
a
funny.
black hat.
That's funny.
Maybe a fan
Maybe.
or maybe a stalker.
Hey, if they want to follow along, that's fine with me. The lady in the black hat must be following. She keeps popping up. Okay, I'm gonna try and find her, Sally. Okay.
This is a challenging place to film because since you need to be so aware of your surroundings, with so many people around, it's very challenging. While keeping track, of course, of comments and what you're showing and filming, it's it's challenging for sure.
It's very visually, it's arresting. It's very beautiful. You see so many things
I
to
love
capture.
being here. I'm glad we chose this market, in fact, because it's all outdoors. It's all inside Paris, within the city limits. It's manageable. It doesn't feel overwhelming. Anybody can come here and browse like we're doing. I think this is a great place, great spot.
Also, there's. Did you mention far fewer tourists than you get at Saint-Ouen?
Exactly. At Saint-Ouen, the prices are famous for being much, much higher than here because they sell a lot to foreigners.
Can you choose?
Ah, that looks comfortable.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of they're tricking you over in Saint-Ouen a little bit.
Well, they deal with professional buyers too, so the prices, they have deals going on there. But it's a great place too. It's just very big.
Okay.
More prints. Oh, look, there's a big book on Robert Doisneau. First we see Marville, and now we have Robert Doisneau, the ultimate photographer. Everybody loves Robert Doisneau.
Louise wants me to ask you the nearest metro because I said before I didn't know what it was.
I didn't take, I think line 13 brings you here. I used metro line 4 to Porte d'Orléans and then the tram for 3 stops, but I could have walked from that metro. So line 4 or I believe line 13 will bring you here.
I think something really easy with Paris that maybe people don't realize is you can really easily just search on Google
Yes.
anything. Like you could search the Vanves Market on Google and then press how to get there from wherever you are.
Sorry for interrupting. Come see this precious little girl. She's adorable.
Yeah.
What a beautiful face. And she's smiling, and I don't know what she's... Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, madame. I don't know what she's holding in her lap. She was holding something in the picture.
So what I was saying before is if you just pop it on Google Maps and put your hotel as a destination where you're starting from, you can arrange to see the closest metro stop. And that's a really good way to explore the whole city. That's what I do. That's what you do too, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, see, there's a part that sells coffee, and so this is for you. This is not an area where a lot of cafes are, so this is definitely handy.
Well, this is where we're going to get a coffee right after we finish this video, as we wind things up now, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you?
Because it keeps going. I mean, it keeps going on both sides of the street. But we did what we showed you today, my friends, are the. This is the main street.
We show you the main drag. I think, yeah. I think I'm going to turn the camera around to us. Yeah.
Here they are. I look so small compared to you.
I feel so tall compared to you.
Where's Véro?
We need to find you a step to stand
Véro?
on. I think that's a really good insight into this first main drag, and I hope this gave you guys a glimpse. Like for me, my first time here, I'm really glad to have come here. Look,
Yeah,
the
me
sun
too.
on us a
I'm
bit.
glad we came back. I mean, I came back because I haven't been here in years.
I would recommend anybody to come out here easily. This is just bring cash. I think a lot of people won't.
Yeah, they will take mostly cash.
And don't be afraid to say a lower price. Every time we did it today, it worked.
Yeah, Oliver and I were pretty good. We didn't negotiate too hard, but a lot of people will. So don't be afraid to if you're enjoying it.
Kim says she would have blown her budget 5 minutes in. Yeah, that's a very real possibility. But look, we're going to finish on this note. If you're an Earful Tower supporter or listener or both, and you want to check out Vero's stuff, she does really great stuff. And you can just like with me on Patreon, she got the exact same setup. Patreon.com/France with Véro.
France with Véro.
Go and check her out and help her continue doing what she's doing.
And my friends who follow me do the same with Oliver. And his podcast. Don't forget to listen to the Earful Tower. Amazing podcast. You'll learn about Paris. Places where people don't always go either. You and I like to find those places.
5 years of interesting people to listen to. Go and check it out. The links for everything is below on this YouTube video. But as for us, I think we're going to have coffee, warm our hands, and
warm the tip of my fingers.
And I'm going to go buy a crocodile.
Yes.
Oh, wow. We'll see. Guys, thanks so much for watching.
À bientôt les amis.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bonne journée. Et bonne nuit.